Hello friends, it's me Beckett, and today's tutorial is not going to be about aerial or fitness or even stretching. Today I want to talk to those of you who may be interested in perhaps performing someday, whether it's next week or 2 years from now. So if you're going to be interested at any point in being an aerial performer, one thing that you'll need to enhance your grip and for a little bit of extra padding against whatever apparatus you're going to be on, whether it's Lyra or Silks or what have you, is going to be a pair of performance grade fishnets. So you can buy these from most dance suppliers. I get mine from Discount Dance. You can also get them from Dancewear Solutions. Those are both websites. So they look like this. Okay, and they have, I like to go for the seamless ones. But if you're going for like bare legs look, then definitely get the seamless. They also have them seamed. These have the nylon foot on the bottom. So I'm going to show you how to make these tights suitable for aerial work. You can also use this method for other forms of dance, but this method is specifically for aerialists because you want to have full use of your feet. So you can't really do that if you have these covered toes. So I'm going to show you how to cut them that makes them look nice, and also how to sew them to make them fit a little tighter around your feet. Okay, so here I've got my tights and some sewing scissors. So the common mistake is to cut directly across the toe and then cut out the heel and to go over the fishnet part of the tights. So the key here is to not cut across the fishnet at all. What that's going to do is that's going to give you a frayed look on the edges, and it might, you may be doing the most beautiful pose that you know, and it looks really great in your photos until somebody looks at your feet. So the way to avoid that is to simply cut only the nylon part of the stocking. So if you can see on the tights here, there's this seam right across here where the nylon part is sewn into the fishnet part. That's kind of where you want to be cutting. Okay, and you don't want to cut off too much because it will stretch. So I'm going to just start cutting off the toe part just against the seam. Make sure you don't accidentally catch your fishnets in there, because that will lead to trouble. You also want to be careful not to cut the actual seam, because that will also lead to fraying. Okay, you definitely want to go little bits at a time and then keep experimenting by trying it on to see where it fits you the best. Okay, now I'm going to cut the heel. So I like to just start at the top and work my way down, and then kind of test it out as I go. There we go. Now, because you've cut into the bottom part of the sock here, it's going to stretch out a little more than it would if you were to just put the stockings on without having anything cut. So what I like to do to tighten them a tiny bit around my foot, just a little bit of sewing. Okay, so depending on how tight you want it around the bottom of your foot, usually too tight is not very comfortable. The more in the center of the foot your cut is, the tighter the stirrup will fit around your foot. So right in the middle is going to be tightest, and then slightly off to one side is going to be a little less tight. So I'm going to kind of take it off a little bit to the side All right. Now you might be thinking, why did you do that? You just lost your stirrup. I'm going to sew it together again. Hi, baby. Oh, okay. It's like I'm only here for Norma, isn't it? So another reason that I like to add this step in is because this nylon part of the foot will stretch out. The more you use your tights, the more it will stretch. So this just helps it to last a little longer without completely stretching out over your foot. Right. Yep, you gotta move. Let me try it on one more time. Perfect. Okay, and if you found that your toe and heel holes got too tight, you can always adjust that by cutting a little bit more off of the side you did not sew long. And then this little flap that's left over from where you cut the bottom of the foot in half, just cut it right off. Ta-da! And now you have some stirrup fishnets for your aerial performance.